is more. But you see these two, this and this, they are under what? Bina. I hope it is clear. That is why in the i'rab of mudari, you don't need to start saying yadhabu. You don't need to start saying fi'l al-mudari mabni ala dhamma. لا من قال هذا من قال بهذا القول. rather you say what? fi'l al-mudari marfu'u بضمة, because it's under what? Mu'rab. But what about madi? You say what? ذهب. This same kalima ذهب. Now you say fi'l al-madi, you say mabni ala fath, because madi is under what? Mabniyat. Amr as well is under what? Mabniyat. Is it clear? These two, they are what? They are under Mabniyat. While Mudari is under what? Mu'rab. I hope it is clear. Meaning, in the case of Huruf, we don't have problem. It is all Mabniyat. But when you come to Fi'il, it is of two types. There are those that are Mabniyat, there are those that are Mu'rabat. I hope it is clear. Then the Mabniyat are the words Madi and what? Amr. While the Mu'rab is the words Fi'l al-Mudari. And all of this will appear in your i'rab. I hope it is clear. Now let's come to al-Ism. Ismu is also two types. We have the one that has to do with what? We have the Mu'rab and we have the what? The Mu'rabat and the Mabniyat. Mabniyat. I hope it is clear. Example of Mu'rabat, for instance, when you say Muhammad, this is Mu'rab. Because it is a name that can change. You say, Ja'a Muhammadu. Ra'aytu Muhammadan. Marartu bi Muhammadin. Do you see that Muhammad keep on changing? But when you come to Mabniyat, for instance, you say what? You said, for instance, Ismul Ishara. You said Alladhi. Alladhi, for instance. Does it change? It never changes. For that reason, you say what? Is Mabni. That's why in the Arab you say what? Alladhi, you say Ismul Ishara, Mabni. But when you say Muhammad, Ja'a Muhammad, you say Muhammadu Fa'ilun Marfu'. You do not say Fa'ilun Muhammadu, Fa'ilun Mabni. La, you say Fa'ilun Marfu'. Because it's more. I hope it is clear. So like that. After understanding this, the summary of the class is that in the knowledge of Sarf, Sarf only deal, or before I say this, let's understand now that Af'al is of two types. I hope it's clear. Let me make it like this, so that we'll avoid confusion. Take a look at the board now. Like this now, we get to understand that Ism is of two types, Mu'rabat and Mabniyat. Fi'l is of two types, we have what? Mu'rabat and Mabniyat. But Harf, we only have Mabniyat. Now understand that in the knowledge of Sarf, we don't study this. We don't study this in the knowledge of what? Sarf. We don't study this in the knowledge of Sarf. What do we study? We study Is and we study Fi'l. What do we study in the Is? We study only the Mu'rabat in the Is. We don't study Mabniyat in Sarf. In Sarf, we don't study Mabniyat. I hope it's clear. But in Fi'l, we study all of them in Sarf. Why? Because this same fi'l that you take that is Mabni here, you can change it to become what? Mu'rab here. Even though it's Mabni here, idhab, for instance, fi'l al-amr, idhab, you can still convert it to make it what? Mabni. For that reason, in Sarf, we study all of the Af'al. In Sarf, we study only Mu'rabat in Sarf. In Sarf, we don't study Huruf. I hope it is clear. So, what we'll be talking about, we'll be discussing now, we'll be trying to make ishara to what we study in Nahu. And this is to tell you that there is no how you can differentiate between Nahu and Sarf. You have to study it together because they move together. So let's try to understand what I've explained here on the board. Inshallah, in our next class, we are going to start with the meaning or the definition of sarf. That's why you see some books, they will tell you, or they will start a topic by saying, مَا يَدْخُلُهُ صَرْفٌ وَمَا لَا يَدْخُلُهُ صَرْفٌ. Sarf is all about scaling, weighing. Yani, you have scale used in scaling words. So when you say you want to scale, for instance, mabniyat bil asma, when you take this full ishara and left it, for instance, how are you going to scale it? You just end up injuring your brain. And that is why sarf is telling you now, okay, this is what you have to study. You don't need this in the knowledge of sarf, you only need this. You understand? How now they say you start making the scale, it's also going to trouble you. So they're telling you now in sarf, you will never say anything that has to do with what huruf. It's only ismu and fi'l. And why is it ismu and fi'l? Even the ism itself is not every ism. It's ismu that is what? Ismu that is what? Ma'urabat. But anything has to do with what? Mabniyat, it doesn't has anything to do with sarf. But we say it in fi'l, we study everything. Why? Because that same thing you took, you can still make it to become what? Mu'rab. By converting it to mudari, automatically you've turned it to what? Mu'rab. For that reason, you study this and this. For this, you don't study this. So here we're going to stop, inshallah. Let's try to understand this point. Where it's not clear, please don't even, just ask immediately. Don't even feel anything. You just ask, inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.